Welcome, everybody, to this week's edition of Valpo Football Weekly, presented by our friends at Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute. Brandon Vickery with you. Glad to be joined by the head coach of the Valpo football program, Landon Fox. We'll look ahead to the season finale in just a moment, but let's talk about Saturday's senior day win over Stetson. I thought it was kind of some redemption stories within the game. Not only did Max Samuel block 2 punts, 2 of the biggest plays of the game, he did it after a mistake earlier in the game. Not only did Ryan Hawk hit the game-winning field goal, he did it after missing an extra point. What's it like within a game when you see guys like that respond to adversity and step up later in that same game?
Yeah, Brandon, that's what you and I talked about after the game in terms of, that's why you play sports and, you learn that next play mentality. And so those are things you have to do in life. We're not going to be perfect by any stretch of the imagination. And so the reality is you learn from when you fail and you learn and you grow from it. Failing's learning, failure's quitting. It's defined, it's different. And so to see those guys, fail in terms of, what they were supposed to do on that particular play, come back and then be such huge factors in the football game. I said it right after to the players in the locker room that's definitely I was very proud as a coach to see those guys do that.
Speaking of adversity, a different kind of adversity, but Evan Annis, over his first 4 seasons, redshirting 1 year, COVID 1 year, lost last year with the injury. He comes back for this 5th year, and to see him make big plays in the game like he did in a senior day win on Saturday, how special was that for him?
Yeah, you're just so excited for Evan, just because the reality is he puts so much time and effort into it. And what people don't understand is that story of last year of, being in a position to obviously, be a huge contributor on a football team, a team captain, and then not have the ability to play. But that being said, people don't understand how engaged and how committed he was to the football team a day in and day out when he couldn't play, he couldn't get out on the field, but was like another coach out there each and every day. And the genuine passion that he has for college football and his teammates is unmatched.
I know senior day is about the players, but you've mentioned it's also a chance to show appreciation for the parents. How important is the support of the parents in your program? I get the chance to travel with you and see how well they travel the games. What can you say about your parent group?
Yeah, so that's what we talked about before the game, and very important to me as you go into a senior day, you reflect on what that senior class did for the program, and there's been a lot of firsts, with our current seniors, and so to celebrate that, but also for our underclassmen to go out there and play for your seniors, and we want to do that each and every game. But that one especially, obviously, as it comes to a culmination of playing their last home game on Brown Field. However, what I said to the seniors was there's a lot of people in their lives, their parents, their support group, who have made a lot of sacrifices in order for them to be where they're at. That could be financial, that could be time, that could be whatever it may be. And so I said to them how rewarding it is for them to go out there and play for them, and to kind of dedicate that game to say, hey, each and every play that I'm playing, I'm going to give my very best for my mom, for my dad, for my aunt, for my uncle, my grandma, grandpa. And to me, that says a lot, because that's an appreciation. That's a thank you for everything that they've done for them.
Valpo football hasn't had a 3-game winning streak since 2003. That's something you can do on Saturday. Hasn't won the final 3 league games of a year since 1971. There are achievements to be had. What's kind of your thoughts on how important it could be for the program in terms of forward momentum to end the year on a 3-game winning streak?
Well, I'd say the first thing, Brandon, you're the guy who has all the stats. I did not know that, but when you say that, it gets me excited, as the coach. And so obviously I think, for me to share that with the players of, hey, we still have a lot on the line. Like, we're still playing for a lot. And you can tell our guys they've done a great job with their leadership and the ability to keep playing, because a lot of teams will pack it in, hey, let's just get through it and finish the season off. And our guys have continued to battle and give great effort in their preparation. It starts with practice executions, game reality. And they've done a great job with that. And then that forward momentum of, hey, these guys have done things to elevate, in my opinion, the Valpo football program. So if we can do that, I would say that it continues to leave their legacy from this team and then moving forward on to the next team.
Let's talk about the opponent. St. Thomas has won a lot of games in their short time in the PFL. What do they do well? What do you have to do to come away victorious on Saturday?
Yeah, for them, it's important, and they do a good job investing in a program, and obviously attracts good football players. And the one thing that they do well, though, you give them credit on defense, they play extremely hard. I mean, and they're a little unique defensively in terms of playing an odd 3-4 front to then bring a lot of pressure, and then from an offensive perspective, it kind of mirrors each other, and they're heavy personnel. 2 running backs, 2 tight ends, and they're just going to try to, impose their will on you and just run the ball right down your throat. And then obviously in the kicking game, very sound there as well. But, for me, a lot of respect for what they do and how they do it. But I would say that, we're excited to play Saturday in terms of, hey, we give a lot of effort, and we play extremely hard too. And so it should be a good battle.
There he is, the head coach of the Valpo football program, Landon Fox. You can watch online, follow along, or make the trip out to St. Thomas, a 1 p.m. kickoff on Saturday to close out the season. We'll talk to you again down the road on Valpo Football Weekly, brought to you by our friends at Lakeshore Bone and Joint Institute.